Hello and welcome back to the Woelfel Garage. I'm here today to try and rebuild some fuel injectors. By rebuild, I mean change the O-rings and the cap and the pindle, possibly, what it's called. I'm missing some trim. I think I forgot to put some trim back in my car here. It's irrelevant. It's not irrelevant, but it'll come in to play later. I'd also like to look for any vacuum leaks if changing these O-rings doesn't cure my misfire, because it could be a pretty big vacuum leak. If the O-ring's not sealing properly and it's sucking in extra air around the injectors, that is definitely a potential to cause a lean run condition. I don't have a scanner down here yet. My dad's got one he's going to bring, so I don't know what codes it's throwing, lean codes, or what, if this thing will even throw a lean code. It's so damn old. But yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and try and remove this fuel injector rail now. And well, first I got to take the alternator off, so let's have a go, shall we? Really need some kind of tripod for you guys. 'Cause you guys, you know, you don't get the full idea of what I'm doing. Alright, I'm going to pause this. Maybe we'll go into time-lapse mode. Alright, I got my fuel rail off. Just had to take off the alternator, take out number 1 and number 4 injectors, and then I was able to get the whole rail off. These two still installed. Now I just got to finish disassembling here. Now on this Merkur, these plugs have 2 retaining clips on either side. Just pop those both up. Boom. Off she comes. A lot easier here on the bench than under the hood. Alright, wiring harness off. Remember which way that goes. I'll just pull these out. Careful to make sure to pull straight on them. Don't twist it, don't bend it. You could damage that plastic cap. Okay. So, if you see my O-ring here up top, very hard, very kind of loose. Right, keep those in order. Don't know if that's important, but definitely won't hurt anything. Keep them in the same order, right? Just gotta find that set of injector O-rings that I bought. There we go. Now, I haven't even looked at these yet, so let's see what they look like. Probably need a little bit cleaner workspace for this. Just try to do them on this nice clean box here. Well, I'd bought a pick to do this job, but I seemingly have forgotten it. So, what am I going to use then? You're asking yourself? Luckily, I got some extra injectors, so probably play around a little, see. That's a pretty good hook there. That's a pretty good homemade pick hook there. So, just play with this old injector. I think this one's busted. That seemed to work pretty well. Just slide that back on for now. What about the caps? What about the caps? That's one way to do it. Probably not the best way. Alright, I'm taking my small screwdriver, just prying at the bottom of the pintle. And there it goes. Shot right off of there. Now, be very careful not to damage that pintle, or I risk ruining the injector. Right, all the O-rings off. Let's get the new ones on.
You can use anything, even a piece of wood.
Right, I'm going to press this new pintle cap on. And I'm just going to take my 9mm socket, hold it in place, so I do not damage the pintle. Okay. Took a lot of pressure, but she's on. Might use a 10 for the next one. Alright, so that's 1 done. 3 to go. I don't know if you'll be able to tell, but this looks bent, so I don't think I want to use that one. I'll have to test these all again once I'm through here. Luckily I got spares. Okay, I want to quickly test this injector I did, make sure it's working still. So, got this quick fancy injector test kit. Comes with this device. You hook leads up to your injector, and then you get some carb cleaner, and you take this adapter. First of all, make sure this is working. Okay, injector's firing. So now I need to plug that in there. Hold this very tight. Beautiful. So that one is spraying good. Should have probably sprayed it into a bucket or something, but that one. Check the other one I did. And check this one that looks all beat up now. Didn't look that great, actually. Maybe that's just the shape of it. I guess they're not beat up. They're just kind of weird looking. They're just kind of weird shaped. That must be how the spray pattern is formed. Now this is the one I never could get to fire. Firing now. Whoa. That's my shit. Taking a shit. Can might have taken a shit. I guess the ones we got are fine. So let's just keep going. I'll get you all the time lapse for this bit. Alright, GoPro's overheating, which is odd for this 60-degree day, but I got all my injectors rebuilt. I don't feel like I could say I rebuilt them, because all I did was put O-rings in them, but I guess I rebuilt them. I don't know how to lube these. Let me check the internet. Internet seems to say motor oil, so can't go wrong with motor oil. Don't want them to pinch or crack or anything like that. Alright. I stuck my rail down in place. Popped on 3 and 4. I'm just popping the rest in now. And number 1. Okay. Now I just gotta slide them all into their spots. Carefully. Them all in nice and tight. Get my wiring harness. Alright, well before I put the alternator back together here, I got the belts off. I want to remove this water pump pulley because for some odd reason, one on my motor, it's 3 grooves, one for the AC, and this one only has 2 grooves on it. So, oops, careful on the radiator. Luckily that wasn't stuck on there. Now I can stick this one on here. Boy, that water pump looks like ice. Especially compared to mine. Not worrying about that right now though. Let's get this new pulley put back on. My pulley's a little rusty. Luckily I got this. There we go. Slipped right on that time. There it is. Just got to put the new bolts in. Not that they're new. Got my AC belt on. Now I can torque these water pulley bolts. Alright, I've been looking for my vacuum leak. So, I got my vacuum tree right here. I've been pulling lines off, checking for leaks everywhere. There seems to be a little leak coming from this feed line to the brake booster. I can't tell. I have to pull this hose off and check, but that's a non-reusable clamp. But I got a leak somewhere around here. Not bad though. But I just pulled off this line. It goes around to the other side. And I'm pumping, get no vacuum. Then I hear a noise. Get my mic closer. So, I look up under here. What do I see? Get my light. What do I see? Lordy, lordy. I don't know if y'all can see it, but there's a vacuum line supposed to go to this little vacuum reservoir here, and it is not on there. So you get that plugged in and see how she'll run. Oh dear. Sorry, folks. Alright, everybody, finishing up for the day. I got all the injectors rebuilt, put it back together, got all the belts on this time, and I found a vacuum leak, but I got everything tore apart now because I don't know if this ball is meant to hold vacuum. I assume it is, but mine ain't. It's also full of carb cleaner, so I'll have to do some research and come back to that one. So, thanks for tuning in. Oh, and stay tuned for more. Bye.